all the way into Malasana, low squats. I like this sequence because it has a nice grounding motion to it, but a fair amount of movement. As we move from side to side, we change up the pace and the rhythm slightly. It helps kind of build into it and also end some of the monotony of doing things again and again. As always, thanks so much for joining me here at Lake Wingra, joining me on YouTube. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. As always with these videos, I'm going to do a very short shavasana. So if you need a longer shavasana, feel free to do that at the end. We're going to start with the bottoms of our feet together and our knees wide down on our backs. So come to the mat. If you need a little bit more energy to start, bring your heels up a little bit closer to your pelvis. If you need a little bit more grounding to start, let your feet fall a little further away. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your stomach. Drop your shoulder blades down your back, ground into your back. You can close your eyes or leave your eyes open, it doesn't matter. Starting with the connection here, notice your breath. The beating of your heart, the rise and fall of your stomach. Take time to contemplate the mechanism of your breath, how it works. Find some humility in it, some patience in it, some quiet calm in it. From there, take a moment and notice your body, notice how you feel. Notice the bottoms of your feet pressed together. Notice your knees splayed out wide. Notice your sit bones, your hips, small of your back, your shoulder blades, your elbows, the back of your head. Just take a moment to see how you feel, to see where you are to start. Without putting any pressure into it, just notice your body. Pretty quickly here, moving towards that connection into our breath. We're going to take 3 breaths together to initiate the practice. Inhaling through our nose and exhaling out through our mouth. Take a nice deep inhale all the way in. Fill your body up with air. Feel your lungs expand. When you get all the way to the top, open your mouth. Exhale that air all the way back out. Again, deep inhale all the way in. Open your mouth. Exhale all the way back out. 3rd breath. Exhale out. Drop your hands down by your hips. As you inhale, press your knees together. Line your heels up with your sit bones. Reach down, touch your heels. Take your hands out to the side. Ground your palms down into the mat. From there, take a nice inhale. As you exhale, let both of your knees drop over to the right. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, drop both of your knees over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees to the right. Maybe your gaze comes to the left. Find your breath. Find the motion. Inhale up center. Exhale, knees to the left. There's no rush. There's no hurry. See how you feel. Exhale down to the right. Inhale up to center. Exhale over to the left. One more time each side. Inhale up to center. Exhale over to the right. Really actively press into that opposite shoulder as you let your knees fall over. Come back to center. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Open your knees up slightly wider than your chest. Rock a little bit. Ground the small of your back down into the mat. Massage the small of your back. From there, reach up through your knees. Find the bottoms of your feet. Press your heels up towards the sky. Your knees down towards the floor. Happy baby pose. If you like that rocking motion, massaging your back, feel free to do that here. Stay active through your heels. Bring your knees down towards the ground. Find your breath. Take a nice inhale. As you exhale, let the bottoms of your feet come together. Let your knees come down wide. Your feet come down to the mat. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your stomach. Again, take a nice deep inhale all the way in. Exhale, drop your hands down by your hips. Inhale, press your knees together. Exhale, ground the small of your back. Inhale, reach your hands up overhead. Exhale, bring your knees and your chest, cross your legs at your ankles. Rock up and over your knees. Plant your hands. Step back to tabletop. Find your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. From here, let's find just 3 cat-cows just to start to initiate our breath into our movement. So dropping your pelvis down towards the floor. Inhale, look up. As you exhale, curl your spine. Drop your head down between your elbows. Inhale, look up. Exhale, curl your spine. One more. Inhale. Exhale. From here, bring your hands about 1 hand length out in front of where they are right now. Curl your toes under. Pressing back into your heels. Start to lift your hips up towards the sky. Pressing back into your heels. Start to find down dog. Drop to the crown of the head. Maybe you walk out 1 foot, then the other. Back and forth. Maybe a little motion helps you in your down dog. Take a moment. Find length from your fingertips through the base of your spine. Bend your knees. Let your collarbone come down towards the mat. Maybe you want to walk it out a little bit more. Maybe a little wag from side to side, whatever makes sense. Everybody find pause. Inhale, bring your heels up towards the sky. Exhale, bend your knees down towards the mat. Hover 2 inches above the mat. Press long from your fingertips through the base of your spine. From there, press all the way back. Down dog. Again, inhale your heels up towards the sky. Again, exhale, bend your knees down towards the mat. Hover for a second. Press long from your fingertips through the base of your spine. Press back, down dog. 3rd breath. Inhale, bring your heels up towards the sky. Exhale, bend your knees down towards the mat. Taking 10 steps, find the top of the mat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale up halfway. Bring your hands to your shins or your thighs. Press your hands into your legs. Reach long through the crown of your head. Feel that extension through your hamstrings. Exhale, fold. 2nd time, inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. 3rd breath, inhale up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands. Take 5 steps back to plank. With control, lower your knees down to the mat. Now leaving your toes curled under, your knees down into the mat. Drop your chin down between your thumbs. Take your gaze forward. Your hips stay up high. You find length through the front of your throat. Then as you exhale, slide your feet back behind you. Ground your toenails. Inhale, look up, cobra pose. Exhale, curl your toes under. Press up to your knees first. Pressing back into your hips. Find down dog. Again, 5 breaths here. No rush, no hurry. Let the practice come to you. Inhale your heels up towards the sky. Exhale, bend your knees down towards the mat. Take 3 steps. Find the top of the mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. This time, ground into your feet. Sweep your hands by your side. Rise all the way up. Put your palms overhead. Look up through your thumbs. Exhale out, heart center. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Exhale, hinge through the hips, fold all the way back down to the mat. Inhale up halfway. Starting to move into those moon salutations, step your right foot to the back of the mat. Find your left heel underneath your left ankle, underneath your left knee. Drop your right knee down to the mat. Now here, if you want, you can fold your mat in half and get a little extra padding, or you can put a blanket or a towel across the middle of your mat. Any one of those. From there, bring both of your hands to your left knee. Press down into your left shin. Feel your left hip engage. Then as you inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Exhale, sweep your hands down to the mat. Frame your left foot. Shift your weight back into your right knee. Ground your left heel down into the mat. Bring your toes up towards the sky. Half splits pose. Drop to the crown of the head. Stay active and engaged through your hamstring. Press out through the ball of your foot. 2 more breaths. Take a nice inhale. As you exhale, bend into your left knee. Curl your right toes under, bring your knee up off the mat. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. With control, drop your knees to the mat. With control, drop your chin and your collarbone between your thumbs. Take your gaze forward. Exhale, slide your feet back behind you. Ground your toenails. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, curl your toes under, knees first, all the way back. Down dog. Find your breath. Again, if you like the motion in down dog, then keep holding that motion. Settle into the practice. Listen to your breath. From here, we're going to bring our right foot up to the sky. Find length, distance to reach through your right heel. Take a nice inhale. As you exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Find your heel underneath your ankle, underneath your knee. Drop your left knee down to the mat. Ground the top of your left foot. Bring both of your hands to your right knee. Press down into your right shin. Feel that hip engage. Inhale your hands up overhead. Exhale, swoop down to the mat. Frame your right foot. Shift your weight back into your left knee. Ground your right heel. Bring your toes up towards the sky. Press through the ball of your right foot. Drop to the crown of the head. Find your breath. Slowly bend back into your right knee. Curl your left toes under. From here, we step the left foot to the top of the mat. Inhale up halfway. Find length through your hamstrings. Exhale, fold. Ground into your feet. Sweep your hands by your side. Rise all the way up. Put your palms overhead. Look up through your thumbs. Exhale out, heart center. Now we move back to the other side. So inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Exhale, hinge through the hips. Fold down to the mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your left foot back. Right heel underneath the right ankle, underneath the right knee. Drop your right knee down, left knee down to the mat. Press both of your hands into your right knee. Press down into your right shin. Inhale your hands up overhead. Exhale your hands down to the mat. Frame your right foot. Shift your weight back into your left knee. Curl your right toes under. Half splits. Hinge back forward. Curl your left toes under. Step your right foot back. Drop your knees down to the mat with control. Drop your chin, drop your collarbone. Take your gaze forward. Slide your feet back behind you. Ground your toenails. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, curl your toes under. Press all the way back. Down dog. From here, inhale your left foot up towards the sky. Find that length, that distance, that reach first. Woo! Lost my microphone. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through. Drop your right knee down to the mat. Bring both of your hands to your left knee. Press down into your left shin. Feel your hip engage. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Look up. Exhale, scoot down to the mat. Frame your left foot. Shift your weight back into your right knee. Ground your left heel. Toes up towards the sky. Exhale, hinge back forward. Curl your right toes under. Step your right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Ground into your feet. Sweep your hands by your side. Rise all the way up. Exhale out, heart center. Moving on. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Hinge through the hip, fold down to the mat. Inhale up halfway. Plant your hands, step just your right foot to the back of the mat. Now, you can repeat the motion from the first time, or you can leave your right knee tall. And this time you can cat-cow back and forth 5 times. So what you do is you shift your weight forward, you look up. Then as you exhale, you curl out your spine. You drop your head down towards your shin. Inhale, weight back into the ball of your left foot. Look up. Exhale, weight into your heel. 3 more. Two more. One more. Then back into your left knee. Ground your hands down to the mat. Step your left foot back. This time we're just going to cobra, so we're going to come all the way down to the mat. Ground your toenails into the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, curl your toes under. Press all the way back. Down dog. Right foot to the sky. Length, distance, reach. Press down into your hands, down into your armpits. Exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Find your heel underneath your ankle, underneath your knee. Cat-cow 5 times. Inhale, look up. Exhale, curl out your spine. Drop your head down towards your shin. Inhale up. Exhale out. 3 more. Then back into your right knee. Step your left foot to the top of the mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Ground into your feet, sweep your hands by your side. Rise all the way up. Put your palms overhead, look up through your thumbs. Exhale out, heart center. Coming back the other direction, we take 1 breath all the way through, right? Inhale up. Exhale, fold down to the mat. Inhale up halfway. Plant your hand, step your left foot to the back of the mat. 1 time, cat-cow. Inhale, look up. Exhale, curl out. Press back into your right knee, step your right foot back. With control, lower all the way down to the mat. Ground your toenails into the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, curl your toes under. Press all the way back. Down dog. Left foot to the sky. Length, distance, reach. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through. Cat-cow 1 time. Exhale. Inhale, bend back into your left knee. Step your right foot forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Ground into your feet, sweep your hands by your side, rise all the way up. The wind picked up a little bit. Exhale out, heart center. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Let's add on to the movement here. Hinge through the hips, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway. Plant your hand, step just your right foot to the back of the mat. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to drop our right heel. We're going to shift our weight back into our right heel. We're going to ground our left heel down to the mat and bring our toes up. So you're finding an extension through your hamstring here. You can ground your right heel or stay up on the ball of your foot. It doesn't matter. You can rise up and drop your hands to heart center, whatever. Some people like to work a bind into this pose. The goal is to stay active through the ball of your left foot, engaged through your hamstring. Drop both of your hands down to the mat. Come back halfway. All 10 toes in one direction. Find a forward fold. Ground into your palms. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk your hands towards your left toes. Curl your right toes under. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. This time we'll chaturanga. So rock forward on your toes. Bring your shoulder heads over your fingers. Come halfway down. Ground the tops of your feet into the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, press back. Down dog. Right foot to the sky. Exhale, step it all the way through. Drop your left heel. Shift your weight back to your left knee. Ground your right heel down. Bring your toes up towards the sky. Find your breath here. Stay active and engaged through the ball of your right foot. Drop your hands back halfway. Turn all 10 toes in one direction. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, look up. Walk your hands around towards your right toes. Step your left foot forward. Inhale up halfway. Dogs barking in the distance. Exhale, fold. Ground into your feet. Keep your hands by your side. Rise all the way up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, your hands up overhead. Hinge through the hips, fold back down to the mat. Inhale, halfway. Plant your hands, step just your left foot to the back of the mat. Drop your heel, shift your weight back. Right toes up, 1 breath. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk your hands around your right toes, step your right foot back. Chaturanga, halfway down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Left foot to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Drop your right heel. Shift all the way back to your right knee. Ground your left heel, toes up towards the sky. Exhale, halfway back. All 10 toes, one direction. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk your hands around your left toes. Curl your right toes under. Step your right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Ground into your feet, sweep your hands by your side, rise all the way up. Put your palms overhead, look up through your thumbs. Exhale out, heart center. All right, from here, step to the middle of the mat. Turn all 10 toes towards one direction, towards the side. It's a nice grounding sequence to start. Now we're gonna work some standing sequence stuff. So, inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Interlace your fingers, thumb and pointer finger together strong, biceps to your ears. Drop your hands over to the right. Drop your hands over to the left. Come back to center. Inhale, bring your gaze up towards the sky. Squeeze your belly up in and engage through your core. As you exhale, bend your knees. Hinge all the way down towards the mat. Bend your knees. Let your collarbone come down towards your knees. Your belly down towards your thighs. From there, bring your hands all the way around the backs of your legs. Grab the backs of your ankles. From there, as you yoink into the backs of your ankles, start to lift through the hips. Drop through the crown of the head. I'm going to turn sideways as well so you can see this. I've got tight hamstrings, right? Dropping to the crown of my head. This is a good pose. Feel the release through your back. Take one more breath. As you exhale, let go of your hands. Let your hands come in front of your shins. We're going to take one chair pose, one Utkatasana. You can heel toe your feet together or leave your heels in line with your sit bones. Sitting back into your heels, you're going to reach your hands up towards the sky. Drop your shoulder blades down your back. Press the pinky edge of your hands together. Maybe your gaze comes up through your thumbs. Drop your shoulder blades down your back. One more breath. Exhale, stand tall, drop your hands to heart center. Step to the back of the mat, face off the back of the mat. Pyramid pose, step your left foot back a third of the way. Inhale your hands up overhead. Interlace your fingers, thumb and pointer finger together strong. Hands to the right. Hands to the left. Back to center. Inhale, look up to the sky. Exhale, hinge halfway down. Reach your hands out in front of you. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, drop to the crown of the head. Bend into your right knee. Once you find the ground, start to work on straightening out your right leg. Breathe there. Step your left foot up to meet your right. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Ground into your feet. Sweep your hands by your side. Rise all the way up. Put your palms overhead. Look up through your thumbs. Exhale out, heart center. Turn around. At the back of the mat. Face the front of the mat. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Exhale, hinge through the hips. Fold down to the mat. Inhale up halfway. With 5 hand falls. Palm all the way into the mat. Find your way into plank. With 5 foot falls, find yourself forward at the top of the mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Ground into your feet. Sweep your hands by your side. Rise all the way up. Exhale out, heart center. Step your right foot back a third of the way. Left foot out in front. Hands up overhead. Interlace your fingers the weird way. Thumb and pointer finger together strong, biceps to your ears. Drop your hands over to the right. Drop your hands over to the left. Come back to center. Inhale, look up to the sky. Exhale, hinge halfway down. Reach your hands out in front of you. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, bend into that left knee. Let your hands come down towards the mat. Drop to the crown of the head. Work back into that left hip. Back into that left hamstring. Step your right foot to meet your left. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands. Either step or float back to plank. From here, we're going to find lizard pose on each side for 5 breaths. So you can come from plank or you can come from down dog. What we're going to do is we're going to step our right foot to the outer edge of our right hand. We're going to drop our left knee down to the mat. Ground the top of your left foot. This can be the pose. Maybe you stay here, dropping down into that right hip. Maybe you start to work your elbows down towards the mat. Stay engaged to the inner edge of your right knee. Maybe you curl your left toes under. Your knee comes back up. Whatever makes sense. Find your breath. Everybody rise back up onto your hands. Take your right foot back behind you. Other side, left foot. Left foot outer edge of left hand. Start by dropping into it. See how you feel. See where you are. There's no rush. There's no hurry. Maybe your elbows come down on this side. Maybe they don't. Listen to your breath. Listen to equanimity side to side. One more breath. Rise back up onto your hands. From here, we're going to step our right foot to the outer edge of our right hand. We're going to find Mulasana one time. We're going to drop our hips down towards the ground. We're going to find our elbows inside of our knees. Hands together. Squeeze your knees into your elbows, into your hands. Drop through your pelvis, lift to the crown of the head. Take a nice inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands back behind you. Sit down. Bring your feet out in front of you. All right, bend your knees. Grab the front of your shins. Inhale, look up. As you exhale, curl out your spine. Drop all the way down to your back. Bring your feet long in front of you. Inhale your hands up overhead. Reach long overhead. Find your length. Find your distance. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Grounding down into the small of your back. Lift your feet up towards the sky. Press through your heels. Bring your toes down towards your shins. Grounding into your shoulder blades. Lift your hands up towards the sky. Let your palms face in towards each other. Keep pressing through your heels. Bring your toes down towards your shins. Keep grounding into your shoulders. Lift strong through your fingers. Find your breath. Notice how you feel where you are. If you need another pose, another movement, something else to complete your practice today, that's fine. Feel free to move through it. If you want, bend your elbows and your knees 90 degrees. Reach up through your knees, find the bottoms of your feet. Press your heels towards the sky, your knees down towards the ground. Happy baby. From there, come all the way back to where we started, bringing the bottoms of your feet together. Let your knees splay out wide. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your stomach. Drop back into the practice. Your breath first, then your body. Settle down towards the ground. If you want to transition from here to a traditional shavasana, take your feet out in front of you. Drop your hands down by your hips. Open your palms up towards the sky. I'll take 5 breaths here. Then I'll begin the transition into my closing. Again, as always, if you want more, feel free to pause the video here. Take the practice as it comes to you. Steady progress in one direction, nothing more. Again, if you're coming to my closing, we start in our body. We find gratitude for our body, for how we feel, for where we are, for how we feel today. Take a moment. Slow down into that. Slow down into your body. Be grateful for what you can do, grateful for what you can accomplish, grateful for the practice. From there, bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your stomach. Find your breath. Slow down into the breath next. One breath at a time, from the start of the inhale to the end of the exhale, nothing more. Let go of your judgment of the last breath. Your expectation, your anticipation of the next breath. One breath. Everything is everything, all in one breath. Find the beauty of life in one breath. As you exhale, drop your hands down by your side, roll into your right hand side. With just the strength of your hands, rise up into an easy seated pose at the top of the mat. Drop your hands down by your side. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Touch your palms, look up through your thumbs. Exhale, your hands to heart center. Touch your thumbs over your heart. Close your eyes if that serves you. Notice your heartbeat. We'll end with 3 breaths together. 1 breath and 2 ohms. Om is a reminder that when we speak, our words are part of a collective voice, a collective whole. Consider their intention and their impact before you use them. We'll take 1 nice breath and then find 2 ohms. Take a nice deep inhale all the way in. Open up your mouth, exhale all the way out. Deep inhale all the way in. Again. Take the time to listen, to slow things down. Find steady progress in one direction without the need for an end, with the need for a goal. Take the practice as it comes to you. As always, thank you so much for sharing this with me, sharing your light and your energy. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to hit me up below. I love talking to you. Thank you for all the support through this channel. I support it so much. Have a great day. Be kind. Thank you.